All right, we are going to get started. Thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. I'm absolutely thrilled to be with you all the way from Austin, Texas, and we've got a great presentation for you. So, like I said before, whether you guys are watching live right now or you're in another brand ambassador's home watching live, welcome, welcome. And we're going to get started here. So, my name is Adrianne Ruiz, and I have been in this profession for 16 years, full time for a lot of that time, actually. But it did take me about 18 months to really see like the real value of what this industry could offer. And the reason that is I was introduced to this industry in years 2008. And I don't know if you guys remember, it was kind of an interesting time. 2008, we had the mortgage crashes going on. The economy was not so great. So it was just a really kind of interesting time frame. So that 2008 to 2010 window, I was looking at kind of what was happening in the world, and I was thinking to myself, gosh, it would be great if I could have a secondary source of income that wasn't necessarily a second job. And so, honestly, it just was something that I said, like I verbalized it. It was a weird thing. This is like how God, the universe works, right? But I just sort of verbalized that. And my neighbor called me and he's like, "Hey, Adrienne, I've been thinking about you. I know you love health and wellness as a personal trainer, and you do a lot of great stuff in that environment, but also you're a businesswoman, and I would love for you to take a look at this." And I thought, okay, like what is it, right? Is this one of those things, And I wasn't sure, but he said, "For me, will you take a look?" And I was like, "Yes, Kelly, for you, I will take a look," because he is somebody that I admired in business as well. And so I ended up diving into that was my first company 16 years ago. And I was there. I'm not like a flip-flopper. I stayed, I worked it out. The first 18 months was interesting. I learned a lot. I went to a big event and it changed everything for me. And then next thing I knew, I was earning a six-figure income. And I know that's like sort of shortcutting a long version of a story where I learned a lot of lessons, but it really did change everything for me because, I was just a tired single mom working two jobs and just trying to make ends meet for my daughters. I have twin girls and they're 19 now. Can you believe it? And so it worked for me. I just happened to be one of those success stories. And so I tell everybody, like, I think you could be too. You might be able to be. I don't know. Like the sky's the limit, right? But that's what happened to me. And my passion for helping others be happier and healthier is what I will tell you drove my success in that first company. And guess what, friends? 16 years later, it's still what drives my success. At the end of this presentation tonight, if all you get out of this is that there's a woman somewhere in Austin, Texas, who wants you to be happier and healthier, well, that's exactly what I hope that you gain. I do. I want you to be happier and healthier because I have found with, personal struggles in my own health as well as in my family members' health, that if you don't have your health, what do you have? Not much of anything. And so that's something that I pride myself on. You can have all the money in the world. Maybe you could be retired too. Maybe you have all the time in the world, but if you don't have your health, what do you have, right? And so that's why what I've been focusing on for years is how can we have proactive wellness in our life? How can we do that in a way that's going to make a difference for ourselves and the people that are around us, the people that we know, like, and trust and love us, and even for especially, I don't say even, especially for those that count on us, right? And so that's where this comes in. So if you are somebody who values your health and you wouldn't mind earning additional income, you don't have to. It's up to you. Okay. If you could get excited, great. If not, no worries. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm going to be introducing you to how 3 can solve both of those and bring both of those to you tonight. So bear with me as I share my screen and we are going to dive in, and I would love it if just give me a thumbs up, making sure you guys can see the screen okay. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate your interaction. I know we're online, but I know you're alive somewhere out there in the world watching this, okay? So thank you for your participation. All righty, so 3. Our company is called 3. It's really a beautiful name. I remember when I first heard this name, I was like, 3? Wow. It was significant for many reasons, but what I love that they put out is they said 3 is all about taking care of yourself, putting your oxygen mask on first so you can go out and help other people. So it's all about loving yourself, loving your family, loving your community. And then we really are founded and based on a collaborative effort from a group of experienced international builders. My husband and I, we were fortunate enough to be top leaders in that other company, and we were asked to come attend the launch of this company before it even had the name Three. And I remember sitting in this room with 40 people and looking around the room and going, wow. And a lot of things had changed after the pandemic in my business. May have changed in your business too. And so I was open. I was just sitting there listening with an open mind. And I wanted to embrace the idea that maybe there was a group of people coming together that could do something a little greater than what I'd experienced before, because just like anything, there's challenges no matter what you do. But what I realized is that this company was weeding out a lot of the challenges that I found in my past companies. One, you have to have a demonstrative product, something that's unique, right? That makes a difference, that people get results on. Two, you have to be able to have a compensation plan where if the average person decides to share their story, that they earn income. And we have that here. And the third piece is leadership, and you cannot outgrow your own leadership. And so the owners of this company are phenomenal. I'm going to introduce you in a second, but it's just such a beautiful thing that when we looked at these 8 companies out there and we knew we needed to pivot, this was the only one we saw ourselves being able to earn and build another legacy income in and bring as many people as we possibly could so that they too could have the opportunity to earn multiple 6- and 7-figure incomes and feel great in the process. So we were we are headquartered in Lehi, Utah. We also have additional offices in Hong Kong and Indonesia and also Taiwan. So this truly is a global field leadership effort. I mean, we're coming together virtually right now, and we're all coming from different experiences, different walks of life, different cultures and communities. And that's what we pride ourselves on being. We pride ourselves on coming together, on being a diverse global community of proven leaders who know the way, go the way, and show the way. And that's exactly what we're doing. So this is our management team. We have Daniel Piku, who's our founder and CEO. He is a great guy. I knew him for a decade before we said yes to Three. I knew where his heart was at. He's got a lot of grit, a lot of tenacity. He's young enough to take this company the distance. And that's something I really admire. I'm excited to do this build with him. Dr. Dan Gubler, who's our Chief Scientific Officer. He has PhDs in organic chemistry. He's Caltech trained. He's has over 16 different patents on products, formulated over 70 different nutritional supplements, but his specialty is in cellular absorption. His specialty is in making sure that he takes nutrients that you and I need every single day and putting them together in a way that we actually get what we need out of the products that we're taking. There's a big difference there. Troy Mower is our COO. He is the reason we were able to launch in 14 countries on day one. And so, my friends, it's been a phenomenal rally. The first time I've ever been in a company this new, and the timing is right. I've never been positioned this early in a company before. The last company that I was in, that we were their 9th millionaires, I came in at year, 2 or 3. So this is phenomenal timing for anybody taking a look and wanting to really diversify, not just like with your wellness, but also being able to diversify in the financial world as well, for yourself. So the opportunity, we are a cross-border social e-commerce business, and we are open in these markets: the US, Canada, Greater China, Hong Kong, Macau, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan, Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, New Zealand, Australia. Okay, that's just phase 1. Phase 2, eventually we'll move into Europe and South America, my friends. So this is just the beginning, and we're doing great. A little over 100 million in revenue in less than 2 years is a phenomenal run, my friends. And so that I look at and I go, okay, we're not going anywhere. For as new as we are, we're not going anywhere. We're having a great experience. People are going to do really well here. And mark my words, Three will be a household name. Three will be a household name. So what piece of the pie do you want of that? Okay. So that's exactly what we're offering. So we're looking for people who want a business opportunity to work on their own time and space. We're looking for people who want to have better health and wellness in their life in a simplified way, right? It's like, who do you trust? Everyone's an expert now. Every doctor online has his own product line. Who do you trust, right? How do we know everything is working and it's good for us? We're looking for people who want to be connected with a like-minded community for global elevation and support. Hopefully you are a 1, 2, or 3, or a 1 through 3. That's because if you are, my friends, you are the ones that we are looking for to partner with and help make three a I'm sorry, a household name. All right, a global household name. That's where I was after. Woo, I like that. All right. So our approach to wellness is this. It's that we have this old paradigm and this new paradigm, right? And trust me, as a personal trainer for over 2 decades, I have seen it all. All right. And so what I like is we did used to be like this. It was more reactive, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right. And we would be like, don't touch, you're good, no worries. Yeah. And then when you get sick, go see somebody. That's what we used to say. We used to say things like, you are what you eat, your DNA is your blueprint, right? Oh, my grandpa had this, I'm going to have this, my kid's going to have this, right? We used to think all that. And now with the evolution of science and technology and having better proactive wellness solutions, now we can truly say it's not what you eat, it's what you absorb out of that, right? And it's through the curation of phytonutrients from whole foods that you actually can change DNA expression nowadays. And we call that epigenetics. It's the study of gene function in the human body. And how can we get that phytonutrition to absorb better so you can have a better lifestyle, be living in a better environment for you? And those are all factors that really determine your health and longevity. And so we want to take control of that, right? We've been watching so many crazy things in the news, finding microplastics in our food, toxins, impurities. The topsoil is not what it used to be. It's been an insane journey for us, right? We can eat this much food in America and still be hungry because we're only getting this much nutrition. And I don't have time to eat 20 bowls of spinach in a day. I barely have time to juice something, right? So it's like, it's important to have quick solutions that make sense for you, that are easy and simple to duplicate moving forward. We have an entire scientific advisory board. You can rest assured that these products are definitely doctor recommended. We have several doctors who actually volunteer their time on this board for the safety, efficacy, and making sure that you understand how the products work and how they should work in your body. And this is awesome because that's pro bono. This is a volunteer army of medical professionals who had their own personal experience on 3 and said, how can I help? How can I help share? So again, we really pride ourselves on 3 things in 3 here: exploration, curation, and absorption. So exploration, we have an entire series with Dr. Dan called Explore with Dr. Dan. He shows how he goes out in the world and he gets those resources and then he's able to curate those phytonutrients and put them into products that make sense for us in ways that they absorb appropriately. So for example, turmeric. Okay, everyone's like, oh, I need turmeric, it's so good for me, da da da. We're cooking with it, we're putting it in milks and teas and all this stuff. That is one way, but turmeric, my friends, is a large molecule. It's better if you coat it in a liposome and make it tiny and you can actually absorb more of it. So things like that, that's where his expertise comes in. We use 12 different delivery modalities. We have 11 cellular delivery modalities and one new cellular modality for skin, which is amazing. So you guys, it's super cool. We actually own our own medicinal plant research institute in Thailand as well. So let me just tell you, we are on it as far as the research and development and making sure that these products are the right things for your body and that you're not going to like overload on them, okay? That they're going to be the perfect amount for you. So our science again and technology, this is also a huge reason. This sets us apart. This is demonstrative, okay? We are one of 13 nutraceutical companies actively and currently listed in the PDR. That's the prescriber's digital reference. It used to be called the physician's desk reference, which was a big book on your doctor's shelf, okay? And it is still the most recognized and authoritative publication for medical professionals when it comes to looking for drug information or nutritional information. And 3, because we're highly vetted, we spend $3 million a year on triple standardized testing for safety, efficacy, and potency. We make sure that if we say what's on the label is actually in the product. Okay, most companies, did you know that 83% of the products you purchase out there on Amazon and off the shelves at Whole Foods, 83% of the time, they are not regulated. They don't have to be. There's no regulation from the FDA. That's why most medical professionals don't promote supplements because they are wildly underregulated. Okay, but here with 3, they're highly regulated. And that's what's so key about this, right? So when they're sitting in there, you can know that we have clinical dossiers on every single product explaining the benefits to the human body. Every ingredient is listed. You can see how it would interact. Your medical professional can actually go find 3 International in the PDR, and you are going to see that we're the only one out of those 13 nutraceutical companies that has every single product that we've produced listed in the PDR as a reputable product. And we're the only one with a collagen and a neurocosmetic. That's pretty phenomenal. Most companies will not say that. Here's the third-party clinical studies. Please ask the person that invited you on to send this to you if this is of high importance to you. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of skim through these because there's a lot of depth into them. The cellular absorption of bioavailability study focuses on how each one of our products absorbs at the minimum 36% higher than the average supplement, and at the maximum up to 95% into the cell, into the body without needing any IV drip therapy because of those cellular delivery modalities. It all comes down to the molecules in those products, okay? Then we talk about the epigenetics study. Again, epigenetics, the study of gene function in the body. Anyone heard of GLP-1 recently? Everyone's shooting themselves up with things, right, to try to control their blood sugar levels and their appetites. Well, we have two products that every time you ingest them, they increase GLP-1 by 348%. Would that make a difference? Yes, absolutely. And it's a natural, beautiful substance. It's not something you have to inject. It's great. So that's just one thing. We also have things for like BDNF, brain nootropic function, how you think, IL-6, base inflammatory factors in the body. Beautiful, beautiful study right there. The next one is called, it's the superoxide study on just one of our products called Revive. Revive is a turmeric-based product that literally works as an anti-inflammatory, and it is a beautiful product. So much, in fact, that every time you take 1 to 2 caplets, you reduce superoxide production by 36%. So superoxide is an overproduction of bad inflammation in your body. You don't want that. And about 86% of us struggle with that due to lack of good nutrition in our diet, poor exercising, not getting enough exercise in, and just overall general inflammation from the toxic and chemical overloads that we see out there. So it's a very vital product. Okay, here's our simple 6 wellness guardians. We have the Vitalite, which is our multivitamin, phenomenal product, my friends. We can send you a PDF with all of the ingredient profiles in this as well if you need to know that. But all I know is I take that Vitalite, I take that multivitamin, and it gives me so much energy, and there's no caffeine in it, no stimulants. It just makes me feel like $1,000,000. It makes me fuller longer. I feel more focused. I have more clarity of mind. It gets me through the day. I'm not falling asleep at 2 or 3 p.m. anymore. And I really, really love it because it is a multivitamin. It is the core of our system, right? Everybody needs a good multivitamin because, again, eating this much food, only getting this much nutrition. Now you're going to take 5 little caplets, okay? You're taking this much in supplements and you're getting this much nutrition. Yes, it is an absolute game changer. So absolutely love the Vitalite. All right, Revive, we call it the Restore. That's the one that has the superoxide production study on it. If you guys have ever felt inflamed, achy muscles, joints, muscle soreness pre and post working out, maybe you've had procedures, things like that, this is the product for you. Anytime you're experiencing that discomfort, you want to use a product like Revive. So it can be as needed. However, I take it every day because I know the cellular benefits of having liposomal turmeric curcumin, 4 different types of nootropic mushrooms in there. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 different types of nootropic mushrooms in that one. It's got in there ginger, piperine, menthol. Those are all adjuvants. Beautiful, beautiful product for helping relieve that inflammatory load. Okay, we're going to talk about immune. Does everyone have an immune system? Yes. At what level is it functioning at? I don't know. It could be underactive. It could be overactive, right? So this is a beautiful product because this is the one that has 4 different types of nootropic mushrooms in it. Nootropic mushrooms are like, you guys, maybe you see mushroom coffees, things like that out there. This is that on a high level. It also has things that you would take if you needed to boost your immune system, right? Like vitamin A through E, definitely C. It's got aloe vera in there. It's got, what was I going to say? Oh, nano silver sol. It's got quercetin, elderberry extract, all that beautiful stuff in there, all powdered in this one little caplet. And it really focuses on the gut microbiome. And so it's a beautiful, beautiful product. I don't go anywhere without it. I always have it in my purse when I travel because I don't want to get sick, right? I want to keep protecting my immune system, but it also will bring an overactive or an underactive, it'll help modulate it. And that's what this product does, brings it back into balance. Okay, Purify is one of my favorite products as well. There's not a day I don't go without Purify. There's really not a day that I go without any of these, friends. But I love the Purify, the detoxification, because again, living in a different environment. Our food is not what it used to be. It is nutrient in a nutrient deficit, right? And so we've got to be able to help our body rid itself of artificial sugars, impurities, and things like that that we're ingesting on a regular basis. So you want to have a product like this. You could do it morning or night, but what it's doing is it's priming the 5 major detoxification organs. Like your body already knows what it's doing, right? It's the miracle. You get it what it needs. It does what it's supposed to do. Well, this is a huge piece of that. This is not a laxative. When you think detox, do not think laxative with this product. This product is gentle. It's beautiful. It uses things like humic shell, which is rich in fulvic acid and chlorophyll and liposomal burdock root and milk thistle and mullein leaf. And I mean, dandelion root. It's beautiful products, beautiful ingredients in there that come in and they prime those pumps. They prime the liver, the lungs, the colon, the kidneys, the skin. So it can bind to those artificial ingredients, help rid the body of that so you can actually absorb your nutrition better. It's a beautiful, beautiful system. Okay, eternal. How many of you guys want to live forever? Yay! Okay, maybe. Depends on what health, right? We were talking about that earlier. We want to live long, healthy lives. We want to have the energy and the time to enjoy it. We want to be able to get on the floor with the grandkids, right? And so I love this product because, yes, it's the rejuvenator. It's got 10 different superfruits in it: mangosteen, acai berry, goji berry, all these beautiful ingredients in there. It's packed with polyphenols and antioxidants. It's got one of the most powerful antioxidants is 200 milligrams of liposomal resveratrol comes in and just helps with cell-to-cell communication. I mean, it's beautiful. It tastes delicious. I've had women like and friends put it on top of their yogurt, blend it in their smoothie, give it to their kids as juice pops. I mean, it's that good. A kid can have it too. It's so pure into the earth. And you guys, it's got liposomal glutathione as well, which is the mother antioxidant mixed with CoQ10. So it's a heart healthy product as well. You don't want to go a day without Revive. I promise. It's a beautiful product. You get glowing skin as well from the glutathione. We call it the glutathione glow. That mixed with our last product here, the collagen, it's the 1-2 punch for that glow up that you might be looking for. So the collagen is a great product. Absolutely love the collagen. There's 2 types of collagens out there. There's type 1 marine collagen, type 2, which comes from other animals. And it's a byproduct of animals, right? It's a waste product of animals. So you have to be careful. Because if you buy the powdered ones in the big tubs all the time, they've found heavy metals in there. They're not always good for you. You can really take a lot of it and only absorb about, I would say, maybe 16%. You literally excrete about 78% of it because it's such a large molecule. So when you get a type 1 marine collagen that comes from fish, all right, and it comes from a sustainable open ocean aquaculture process, it's all clean, mercury free, and they hydrolyze it and they micronize it. So for better absorption, right, with the collagen, and it makes such a difference. Yes, it's got biotin, keratin, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C from pomegranates. It tastes like pomegranates. It's beautiful, but it's so powerful. You only do it for 10 days out of the month, and then you take a break. So unlike other collagen products that they say you need to take every day, we don't really go along with that science because we like to flood the body with a higher grade collagen and then take a break. And then the body goes, where'd that go? And it starts stimulating collagen production on a small scale, but it really does help because normally you wouldn't at all. So I love this product. It's phenomenal. It helps with leaky gut, all sorts of things. It's not just for hair, skin, and nails, my friends. It is for tissue recovery and repair. Okay, the next line of products we have is our Visage Super Serum Neuro Cosmetic. All right, neuro, brain, cosmetic, skin, right? Visage means face in French. And so this is really the world's first cosmetic that uses the skin-brain connection. So Visage is a super serum, you guys, that supports the health of the skin, the neurites, and those are feel-good molecules. So this is newly discovered through curation, these new absorption technologies, and it's in the entire line. So it's in the super serum, the anti-aging serum, the cleanse, the toner, and those all have quorum sensing technology. And those improve, what it does is that quorum sensing means that it inhibits bad bacteria from communicating so good bacteria can communicate better. And yes, that leads to more radiant, healthy looking skin, less wrinkles, less fine lines and wrinkles. And our Visage Creme Caviar, our moisturizer, phenomenal product. It is silky, luxurious, smooth, smells amazing. I mean, and it is a neurocosmetic too. So the technology, what it does is it locks in moisture on a cellular level. So beautiful, beautiful product. when we talk about increasing neurite length, if you look at some of the clinical studies on this, it talks about that the way that it's formulated, it goes 3 layers deep transdermally into the skin without needing any microneedling, and it improves DHEA levels and increased dopamine release. So it really can help with positive emotions and stressed out people. So beautiful, beautiful system. I actually gave it to a girlfriend of mine. She runs a 20 booth salon in Utah, and she started in on the products, and she's like, you're not going to believe this. People are asking me if I had laser treatments done because my skin is just so dewy and glowing. And at the same time, I've stopped yelling at my kids so much. She's got 3 kids under the age of 7. She's sleeping better at night too. So beautiful system there. All right, my friends, that is our product line. I hope you saw something for yourself. I hope you got excited about maybe what Three's products could do for you in your life. And that being said, what else can we do for you, right? How else can we serve you? The way that we build this business, by the way, is through genuine personal stories. You having a personal testimony of the products, seeing how the products feel in your body, and then going out and letting us help you market that story so that you can, build a big business and build out your global distribution centers if that's what you would desire to do. So when you come on board, you really are coming on board to be a part of the first group of people to promote and share these amazing wellness guardians globally. Again, the timing is right. We're only barely going to be 2 years old. So amazing, amazing opportunity for every single person who says, I'm going to try those products. And if I do like them, I would be the type of person who would share that with somebody, right? Just like you share a good movie or, you share a good restaurant. So when you do that, when you come on board, you pay $30 to be a brand ambassador. And what that does is it gives you a robust replicated website that's e-commerce ready, a back office that manages and tracks your business, marketing and media tools to promote your business, and a training system. And yes, you have our support. We do things every single day and every single week as a team to help you win big. So in our financial rewards plan, there's multiple ways to generate income. You can do retail commissions. We have a lot of professionals who own offices, things like that participate in the retail commissions along with influencers. Very straightforward. You come on board, somebody, you share your link or you QR code with somebody to your website. They click it, they scan it, they order retail. You earn 25% commissions and you get paid the next day. So very, very simple, straightforward commissions there. The next one is through something called introductory bonuses. It just means that when they purchase a product pack, you can earn anywhere between $25 all the way up to $350. I had a girlfriend of mine who was in real estate. She really loved the products. I said, do you know some people that might like them too? She said, yes, we got them on a Zoom call. 15 people jumped on, 7 signed up. She made $2,800 in introductory bonuses that night. So pretty amazing, some of the amount of money that's up front there. Then we have our middle commissions, right? This is where you're building a team. We call this commission overrides, which means when you come on board, you're opening up this business center without even really, needing to know deep too much how it works. When you have one person on your left team and one person on your right team who join you, you start earning commission overrides, which is 5% of everything underneath you, regardless of depth. So we build up big teams of people because how many of you guys as we were going through the products, thinking about at least, I don't know, 2 to 3 people that you think might enjoy the product line? Yes? Okay, so it's built like that. It's people who know 2 to 3 people, 2 to 3 people, 2 to 3 people, 2 to 3 people who know, right? So who do you know? And that's how this works. And you build out you can build a 6 or 7 figure income if you like. The referral matching bonus works very similar to being like a broker, right? Where you're earning an additional bonus on what your team that you personally brought on board is producing and who they brought on and who they brought on. It goes 7 levels deep. So it's a beautiful matching bonus. And then we have other ways as well. We do have some fun trips coming up. We've got people going to Vietnam, we've got people going to Cabo, and we have people going to France and Monaco. So fun, beautiful, beautiful rewards there. And it's a lot of fun. Okay, so how do you participate? Right? There's only 2 ways you can come on board. You can pay full price and try the products as a retail customer, or you can become what we call a brand ambassador or a business builder. And really all it is you pay $30, very similar to like a Costco membership, and then you buy it wholesale as much or as little as you like. And you have that membership for the entire year for wholesale. Now, when you come on, you want to choose an appropriate package, all right? This is what activates your business center and also allows you to have a great experience on the products. So no, you don't have to order this every single month if you don't want to, but this is the best way to save. It's the biggest bang for your buck. It's the best way to save on that first order so you can get a lot of products in your home and then have a great experience and go out and share that with others. So the first pack we have is called an intro pack. It's $200. It comes with 3 of our flagship products, our multivitamin, the immune support, and the purple pouch, the berry immune system. Eternal, the berry pouch. And then we have Visage, which is $340. That is our entire skincare system. Beautiful. You would get great results with that as well. The next one is our premium pack. This is our most popular pack. It's $600 and you get to try one of everything. And it's just a great position. It's just a great pack to come on board with because, then you're going to know what you want to order and at a discount next month, right? You want to try everything, see how it feels, and then know what you want to order next month. Same thing with the business builder. It's $1,360. You get a 2-month supply of everything. And it's just a beautiful system as well. Like a lot of people, obviously, if you wanted to have products on hand to use yourself and to share with others, that would be a great pack for you. The last but not least is our Pro Collection pack. This is definitely for those who really want to make an investment in their health tonight and possibly open up a large business with 3. So this $2,800, it's got a 3 and 5 month supply of products. You earn an extra $5 per cycle in this product pack. You actually get paid as a 3-star as well for the first 12 pay periods. And I believe you get a $100 reward certificate back when you purchase this particular pack. So I love it. I love the Pro Collection. I came on with the Pro Collection pack myself. Something very similar at the time. It was like a Pro Collection and it had a lot of additional perks to it. I wrote it off because I was starting a business, right? It's a marketing expense for me. I need to be able to be a product of the product, to use the product, see how they feel, and then really craft that story, right? That I went out there and started sharing, which has helped me build a 6-figure income so far. So I love this Pro Collection pack. You decide. I'm not here to tell you what to do. We've got so many different packs. I can recommend the Pro Collection pack. It's been a great success for me, but certainly there's lots of people who do the premium pack and see a lot of success as well. So you guys get to decide. We're here to educate, and then we support whatever decision you guys make and how you want to participate in 3. We just want you to get started so that we can start working with you and show you all of our secrets and our tips for building a big business and or for really maximizing your potential on the products for ultimate health. And that's what we're after. All right. So I just want to thank you guys for your time tonight. I have one question before I leave you, and that is this. I want you to ask yourself this, okay? Or not ask yourself, answer this. I want you to answer this for me. What do you see 3 doing for you in your life? And that's the biggest thing you need to ask yourself, right? If your friend invited you on to take a look at this and you're just thinking about it and you're like, oh, I'm not sure. At a minimum, I promise you, you're not going to go wrong ordering the products and having a great product experience and really elevating your wellness routine. We're going to level up the wellness routine and your daily wellness. And it's simple, right? Because a lot of times we buy tons of products and we still don't get the nutrition we need. And this is really changing the game with those cellular absorption technologies. The next thing is, are you seeing what's happening in our world right now? You want to be building secondary sources of income. This just happens to be that 1-2 punch where you get to offer people wellness and at the same time an opportunity to earn additional income. So we have that for you here too. I highly, highly recommend you ask the person who invited you on to dive deeper with you on the business opportunity itself and what that could mean for you and your family. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I'm going to stop sharing and stop recording. All right. Does anyone have any questions for me at this moment? No? Something's in the chat. Great job. Okay. Awesome, my friends. Have a beautiful night. I will see you tomorrow.